Hello, this is Larry with Blue Collar Nation. We have a special edition today with a wonderful guest that we have, Cheri Perry, and we have the tech whisperer, Eric Sprague here, who's going to give us some insight into what's happening with the world right now. I want to say the United States or the economy, but it's a little bit more than that.
Yeah,
So why don't you introduce Cheri Perry, Eric, and tell
sure.
everyone about
Yeah, we
Cheri?
have our good friend Cheri Perry from Total Merchant Concepts on. Cheri's a wealth of knowledge and a longtime friend of ours. Cheri, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Good to be on. And I have to agree with you, Larry. It's not a U.S. problem. This is a world problem. This is a big old people problem.
Yeah, exactly. So, Cheri, do you want to just take a brief minute and tell everybody what you do, and then we can kind of get into what you're seeing out there?
Sure. So I own a national 23-year-old credit card processing company. We serve businesses all across the country. We serve businesses in every area. We do lots and lots of work with contractors, uh, lots of blue collar, the backbone of America workers. So we serve a lot of people across the country. We also do a lot of business growth and development tools with the businesses and the financial partners that we serve. So we're seeing quite an interesting thing here. But if I could shout anything into anybody's ear right now, what I would say is, guess what? We are wired for this. Business owners are wired to be
Exactly.
problem finders. We fix stuff. That's what we do. This is a bigger one, but we're uniquely qualified for this.
Yeah. Cheri, you and I had a phone conversation last week where we were just talking about the need to double down, just to push harder. It's no time to sit and be glued to your phone and panicking on Yahoo News.
No, in fact, there's a real danger in that. There's a real danger in getting sucked up into what the mood of the moment is. I mean, hey, listen, it's somber. There's no nice way around that. We got some stuff to do, and as a business owner, the best thing that we can do as business owners to be prepared for any kind of fiasco is go to work.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. So Cheri, what are you seeing out there with your clients, especially the blue collar guys, because that's our audience?
Yeah, what I'm seeing, some of the good things I'm seeing, and I think this is so important. I was just talking with a client of mine. He does construction. He does some mold remediation and stuff like that. And he said at first he was getting some cancellations and people didn't want to have him come in. And he said, and you know what I did, Cheri? I just called all of my clients that were on the books, and I said, guys, guess what? We're coming. Here's what we've done. These are the steps that we've taken. Here's how we've added the booties. Here's how we've made sure that our team is not going to bring anything into your home, and put them at ease. People make decisions when they don't know what's going on. So if you tell them as a worker that's going to go into somebody's home, listen, my guys are educated. Everybody doesn't have a fever. The three main components: fever, cough, and shortness of breath. All of my team have been tested. You probably don't want to say that unless they've actually been tested. All of my team members have been educated as those are, and they are staying home if they have any inkling at all that they might be sick. So we're very, spreading that word, making sure that your clients know, listen, guys, here's what we're doing. Everything's clean, and you want us to take care of these things for you. Also encouraging your clients, listen, if you need to be in the bedroom while we're working so there's no contact, give them options that still let them have you do the service.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of these guys are doing essential services, plumbing, electrical, water damage. I mean, people, regardless of what's going on, they have to have that stuff done.
That's
I
right.
mean, even in California, like Orange County, where they're basically on shelter in, all those essential services are still green lighted to work because the work
Yeah,
needs to be
because they need
done.
heat. They need, if there's a plumbing emergency, if there's water damage, it's important that somebody needs to get in there. You can't just let it sit there.
No, no. So Cheri, what are you guys telling your clients to do to try to weather the storm?
We're telling our clients to figure out how to be of service to your clients. just like we're doing with our clients. So I'll give you another good example. We've got a pool cleaning company that we were doing some talking with earlier in the week. They had to add a mobile card reader because all their stuff, something happened anyway. And I said, well, what are you doing for your clients? And he goes, well, Cheri, I mean, I'm cleaning the pools. And I'm like, okay. And so how about if you take a list of the top 2 or 3 things you can do to keep your family safe and stick it on the door when you leave? Just little things, because those are the kinds of things that people are going to look back and go, man, that guy really took good care of us. And they're going to figure out how to help. Same thing, watch your local social media newsfeed, not for the negative stuff, but for the positive stuff. Where can you make a difference in the community? Where can you show up to help? For an example, are there shut-ins in your town? Can you use your vans in between to drop something off? And you obviously want to look at the safety precautions and so on, but can you put yourself in the stream of positive news?
Right.
Not
Well, and
that
if
you're looking, not that you're, man, be careful, not that you're like, okay, how do I figure out how to get us more advertising? You want to be careful about that. You don't want to be perceived as one of these people that's going to take advantage of a situation, but there's lots of people that need help. And if your name can be on it, why not?
yeah, I mean, you can genuinely be of service, and that just, I mean, yeah, advertising is a byproduct of service,
That's
but
right.
that goes for even when times are good. You know,
It does.
I mean, I know I'm not likening this to 2008, but you know, in 2008, Larry and I just doubled and tripled down on the amount of marketing and work that we did, so that when things got better, we'd be positioned to thrive. And we saw the companies that just panicked and got paralyzed, they went out of business.
Yeah,
and guys like us, we gained.
Yep, different companies that were going out of the way, trying to do things. And I want to reinforce what you just said a moment ago, being proactive and calling ahead to the clients before they get a chance to change their mind. Hey, this is what we're doing. We're going to do all these things for you. And you have the option of going to the next room and making them feel comfortable. I want to reinforce that because that's a big deal that we haven't said on previous podcasts that we're putting out. That approach will make your clients more comfortable, and the job will go much more smooth, and the job will happen in the first place, whereas it might not have happened at all.
You bet. You know, another thing that we're seeing, and this is something that we're doing as well. So we're reaching out not only to we've got 150 referral partners across the country. So we're reaching out to our referral partners, assuring them, hey, here's what's going on. This is what we're doing. How can we help you? Try to be of service to your referral partners, to your vendors, to your clients. And let me add a couple more to the list, to your past clients, to your past referral partners, to your past prospects, because you never know. A good example, I sent out this great email that said, hey guys, here are the top 3 things that we are telling people. Don't get all freaked out. Plan and, you know, have a good strategic plan and communicate clearly with your team. And we sent it to all those groups of people I just said. Do you know that I got several ex and future referral partners that I probably wouldn't have gotten before? So there's opportunity in the struggle. We just have to look for it, and we have to get out of this operating from a fear, from a scarcity mindset, because yes, things are tough right now, but if you act from a place of abundance, listen, everything's going to work out. I don't know how, and it's probably going to be messy, but I'm going to work like it's going to work out. It usually works out. In 2008, we saw a massive deduction in pay in our bottom line. We lost over 25% of our revenue. And before 2008, I would have told you, I'm in the credit card processing industry. My industry is recession proof. Yeah, no, it's not.
No, not quite.
It's not. And very few of us are in industries like that. So double down with the work. Stay positive, feed your mind, stay in your community. This is such a great community, you guys, the Blue Collar Nation, letting those industries know how critical and important they are to our communities. They have to know that. So stay and hang in tight with your guys.
Well, Cheri, we don't want to take too much of your day. We thank you so much for coming on. We're just doing these short little, trying to be uplifting, trying to add something positive to a not ideal situation, and you just did that.
Yeah, you hit on things really well. That was very cool.
Oh, thank you. Let's end with 2 things. Let's end with a little snippet from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. If you guys haven't seen that new Tom Hanks movie, don't go to a movie theater right now, but you could probably stream it or something.
Stream it or something, yeah.
But in there, he said that his mom told him that no matter if there's a crisis or whatever, you always look around and you will always find the helpers. Be the helpers. And then my favorite quote, of course, from Mr. Zig Ziglar is, you can have everything in life you want. If you just help enough other people get what they want. And notice what it didn't say. You can have everything in life you want as long as times are good. You can have everything in life you want as long as you're getting everything you want. It doesn't say any of that. It says help other people. So let's go help some people and let's walk through this. It's a fire, but we can get through it.
Perfect. Thank you, Cheri, so much for
Thank you, Cheri,
coming on. All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Okay.
Okay.